We know that exercise is a really good idea if you have osteoarthritis. However, trying to allocate specific time during the day to do said exercises can often be quite tricky. So in today's video, I'm going to give you my top 5 most practical exercises that you can do throughout the day to help with your knee or hip osteoarthritis. And we're going to start right now. So the first exercise is going to be a sit to stand, and that is what it says on the tin. You can have your arms out in front, you can have your arms across your chest. You're just going to stand up and sit down. So it's a lot like a squat movement. So that means you're going to be working on your knee strength, your hip strength, and it's a really, really good one for multiple joint activity. Now, the key is, why is it practical? So if you have a desk-based job, do a few of these before you get up and have a wander around the office. Do a few of these before you get up and go to the toilet or get yourself a cup of tea. If you watch TV in the evening, commit to doing these throughout the adverts during your favourite programme. You've just been sat there anyway. So before you know it, if you commit to doing these intermittently throughout the day, before you know it, you're going to have done 15, 20, 30, 40 squats, and you haven't really spent any extra time out of your day. The second exercise I'm going to take you through is seated knee extension. So left one is going to be the one doing the work. You're going to straighten the knee, bring your toes towards you, and try and squeeze that thigh muscle. And you can squeeze that for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, but it's a really good one to try and get your thigh a bit stronger. Now, in terms of practicality, same applies really to the sit to stand. If you're desk-based, do it underneath your desk at work. If you're watching TV in the evening, again, really easy one to just do intermittently throughout your program. It's also a nice one to do if you are suffering with stiffness. So a very common feature of osteoarthritis is stiffness after you've been in one position for a long time. So you get out of the chair and those first few steps, things are feeling quite stiff. If that's the case, do a few of these before you get up. Okay, it's going to get the synovial fluid, that lubrication in the joint moving before you stand up, and it's going to help decrease that stiffness in the joint. The third exercise is going to be a single leg stand. So practicing a little bit of balance. We've done a bit of strength, we've done a bit of movement, and now we're going to do a bit of balance. So just practice standing on one leg. Very, very, very simple. But when can you do it? Basically, any time that you're stood up. You could be waiting in a queue. You could be brushing your teeth in the morning and evening. That's 2 to 5 minutes every day of practicing some balance. You can do it whilst you are trying the washing up in the evening. Do it on one leg. Swap over, and then you can try it on the other leg. There'll be a bit of distraction as well, so it should be a challenge. Easy to do intermittently throughout the day. The fourth most practical exercise is going to be standing knee flexion. You can hold on to something, and then the knee is going to bend, try and bring your heel up towards your bottom, and then slowly back down. And this is a really good one, similar to the knee extension, to get the knee moving, to get that lubrication in the joint, flowing around the joint. You can do this whilst you're waiting for the kettle to boil on the kitchen surface. You can do it whilst you're cooking dinner. Again, same thing, washing up in the evening, waiting in a queue. But another very easy one to do throughout the day. Little and often is key with these movement exercises. And the fifth most practical exercise that you can do intermittently throughout the day is going to be heel raises. So heel raises, you can hold on for support if you need to. You're going to roll up onto your tiptoes as high as you can go, and then slowly back down. You're trying to work through as much of the range as you can, really feel some tension in that calf muscle, and slowly down. Now I won't repeat myself, but you can basically do it any of the times that we've already mentioned, at home, at work, out and about. But like I said, Little and often is key. You don't have to spend loads of time allocating out of your day to these exercises. Little and often, fit them in whenever you can, make them practical. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you are watching this video because you have osteoarthritis, then I have recently bought a completely free osteoarthritis guidebook out. You can find a link to that in the description below, but it's all about easy to understand practical tips that you can implement every day of the week. I have also recently started doing some one-to-one consultations for those that may need a little bit more specific or tailored help. You can also find a link to those in the description below. And if you have enjoyed the video, please do show your appreciation by liking the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It means more people will see the content that hopefully you found helpful. And it also means you won't miss a thing. And whilst you're doing that, I will see you in the next one.